My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And we're also giving away $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets, signs up with one of our 5 betting partners, and makes a deposit, will get $50 from us. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it. And this is brought to you by EarnU.io. EarnU.io is the world's first sports and esports prediction game, allowing you to earn crypto risk-free. Check it out now at EarnU.io. Next up at UFC Vegas 54, we have Viviane Araujo taking on Andrea Lee. Viviane Araujo, 10-3 overall, 3-2 in her last 5, and she is coming off a loss to Caitlin Chukagian. Andrea Lee, who's from Atlanta, Texas, that's where my brother-in-law lives, by the way, 13-5 overall, 3-2 in her last 5, riding a nice 2-fight win streak. Viviane Araujo is a grappler who's very comfortable striking as well. She has technical boxing and great low kicks, but she does get hit pretty often and has a negative striking differential. She's athletic, fast, and always looking for a finish, both standing and on the ground, but conditioning can be an issue for her in the later rounds because of that pressure. Andrea Lee has been on a comeback with 2 stoppage wins in a row, and that was after a 3-fight skid. And if you go back and look at that 3-fight skid, you'll see that those were pretty close, and she's honestly just a few defended takedowns away from being 8-0 in the UFC. She's a dynamic striker who uses punches and kicks really, really well and mixes them up well. She's incredibly tough and has improved grappling. She had 3 takedowns in her win over Shevchenko, not the champ, obviously. But she also had 3 against Roxanne Modafferi and 3 against Joanne Calderwood. The gap, however, is her takedown defense, I'm a Brazilian now, is her takedown defense, which could be trouble in this fight. I like Andrea Lee in this fight. It's 2022, so everybody is well-rounded. This isn't, it's close to a striker versus grappler matchup, but I think Andrea Lee striking is good enough to stay away from the grappling, meaning she'll stick and move, get out of the way, and hopefully we'll avoid those takedowns. We've seen her grappling acumen on the rise.
Stop.
Solar Warden with another $50 super chat. Solar Warden, you're the man.
I was saying stop when it came through, so that goes to me as again. I was talking as it came through. Again goes to me.
I think we're easy peasy, but thank you very much, Solar Warden. Very appreciated. You are absolutely the man. The pick is Andrea Lee, but losing to Roxanne Modafferi does scare me quite a bit. You're up, Jacob.
Yeah, so that last fight, Vivi, I love Vivi. She was my lock of the week against Caitlin, and she won that fight. That was the most ridiculous scorecards I've ever seen. So 2 of the 3 judges gave Vivi the first round. It was basically just a back-and-forth striking with Caitlin doing her which Andrea Lee, by the way, does that as well. She's more like a but she also yells with every single strike. Drives me crazy. So Vivi on 2 judges' scorecards won the first round. In the second round, had her fully mounted for 3.5 minutes of the second round. A choke in. She actually tapped to the choke. The ref didn't see it. And Caitlin gets out of that after being dominated for 4 minutes, stands up, hits Vivi a couple times, and 2 judges gave Andrea the second round. I couldn't believe it. And then all of them gave her the third round because Vivi, with her cardio issues, lost the third. But she dominated that second round, finished Caitlin, who we'll talk about with my girl Amanda Eva. You know what I mean? So we'll talk about that later. Vivi is the better fighter in this matchup. She's a tenacious striker, a very good wrestler, and good on the ground. Andrea Lee just isn't on that same level. The question is, has Vivi fixed her gas tank issues? She's going to win the first round. She's probably going to win the second round. But with these judges and the way she looks when she starts losing because of her cardio, it becomes an issue. She looks like she's hurt when she's just tired. I'm picking I'm picking Vivi.
Oh.
I looked at my notes. I saw Angela right when I was. I'm picking Vivi. She's the better fighter in this matchup. It's just whether her gas tank is able to hold up. That's the big question mark. It is a very, very big question mark. So don't, I wouldn't throw a bunch of money or anything on Vivi, but she's the better fighter in this matchup.
Yeah, I think she's the more well-rounded fighter, but I like Andrea Lee. That's why, that's why I said it's 2022, because I have to assume that Andrea Lee's continuing to progress, right? So I like Andrea Lee. I like her to win, but yeah, I mean, certainly there's a clear path for her to lose. But again, if you go look at her losses, she literally is like one takedown away in each of those fights from winning them. That's it, or one takedown defended away. Because even in that Roxanne loss, which again, that does not hold up well. She had 3 of her own takedowns in that. I would hope so. So I like Andrea Lee. You like Viviane Araujo. DraftKings is interesting because they picked a side. They picked the Andrea Lee side, which I'm surprised at because the odds are literally dead even almost everywhere. So, you guys pick a side and go from there. Both these women are tough. I don't see a stoppage on either one. So if you want one of your DraftKings, go from there. Monkey knife fight, honestly, it probably is a more. The only thing that worries me is if Andrea Lee gets smothered, but she's so high volume, even when she gets taken down, she puts up big numbers. So I think it's more.
I agree again. I think we're agreeing all night on Monkey Knife Fight.
All right, well, check it out. WeWantPicks.com/MKF. Sign up, make a deposit. They instantly match that deposit up to $100. And WeWantPicks.com/bets. If you sign up with any one of our 6 betting partners, make a deposit, we send you $50.